Citizen Law 1. Only through programming can one become a citizen. An unprogrammed humanoid is empty. Citizen Law 2. Names are forbidden. Citizen Law 3. All citizens are the same. Citizen Law 4. Any inquiries or reports involving another citizen must be submitted for control. Citizen Law 5. Without consistency, there is nothing but chaos.
The simple act of waking up in the morning is a form of vengeance.
We sit in the same room not knowing which one of us is truly alive.
The fine line between destruction and influence of and on those who are caught up in my wake.
Citizen Law 1. Only through programming can one become a citizen. All citizens are the same. An unprogrammed humanoid is empty. The script pages are in plastic now.
Do you think it's finished?
They can be replaced.
As always, be aware of any changes.
There have never been changes.
Only read the prepared and pre-approved text.
But look for mistakes.
There have never been mistakes.
Without consistency, there is
Without
nothing
consistency, there is only chaos. Yes, I remember.
Do you?
Yes.
We should begin. Setting control levels for programming of humanoid subject. Programming creates citizens. Citizens create order.
I recognize my role in the system. I pledge and participate in the processes established for my well-being. Hours spent straddling the void between conscious and unconscious, a void that hides in the cover of darkness. I will not tolerate these thoughts in myself or another. I acknowledge the danger and seditiousness of questions. I know we will attempt to answer them, and we would have no trouble doing so when we will be permitted to sleep, as we will need to wake.
I recognize my role in the system. I pledge and participate in the processes established for my well-being. I will not tolerate in myself or another the act of grieving. Those I've known in life are now empty, void. What's left is a mirror. I will not tolerate these thoughts in myself or another. The wake is not for the dead, but for the living, to reflect, not on the life which is no more, but on our unfinished dreams, our forgotten promises, the fear, always the fear.
I recognize my role in the system. I pledge and participate in the processes established for my well-being. I wish I remembered the last time I felt anything. I acknowledge the danger and seditiousness of experiencing a feeling. They are lost in the void, but have not been voiced out loud. I will not tolerate these. If they were, there would need to be explanations. It is not that my heart is damaged, but that it has too vivid an imagination, capable of impossible narratives between beats, lost in the wake.
Excellent. Okay. What about them?
They seem fine.
They seemed fine last time.
I like this group. I want them to do well.
The subject?
I have a question.
We just set control.
Where does the control text come from?
It is not for us to know.
It is written and it is to be read. That is all that needs to be known.
The subject, then. Humanoid, age unknown, origin unknown, identity unknown.
A blank canvas.
No humanoid is truly
The
empty.
core is inconsequential.
Only the programming matters.
We create purpose.
Without programming, the humanoid is dangerous.
Why do we all use the word wake?
It's a word. It has many meanings.
And our purpose for using it?
It has many meanings.
Citizen Law 34, there is only one reality, and that is the one which we program.
Don't project what is inside. Wake sets control.
I apologize. I misspoke.
A grateful reminder that all that is of worth is programmed.
But there is more in the mind than consciousness.
Only say what is written.
I am! Right here. But there is more in the mind than consciousness.
What does this mean?
I don't know.
Why only mine? Okay. 3 lines. But there is more in the mind than consciousness. Sometimes it only exists within the wires. And then I repeat my line. The simple act of waking up in the morning is a form of vengeance.
What does this mean?
Maybe it's a different text for a different subject.
Why would a different subject need a different text? All subjects are meant to be the same.
The very fact that it's different makes it the same, and that it's different. Therefore, there's no need for an alternate text because everything is the same. We should get back
Are
to
we not different and the same?
Maybe we set the controls wrong.
In repetition, there is the seed of truth.
I recognize my role in the system. I pledge and participate in the processes established for my well-being. Hours spent straddling the void between conscious and unconscious, a void that hides in the cover of darkness.
I
will not
recognize my role in
tolerate
the
these
system.
thoughts
I
in
pledge
myself
and
or
participate in
another.
the processes
I acknowledge
established
the
for my
danger
well-being.
and
I will not
seditiousness
tolerate
of
in myself or
questions.
another the act
I know
of
we will
grieving.
attempt
Those
to
I've
answer
known in
them,
life are
and
now
we would have
empty,
no trouble
void.
doing so,
What's
and
left
we will
is
be
a
permitted
mirror.
to
I
sleep.
recognize
not
my
tolerate
role
the
in the
thoughts of
system.
myself or
I pledge
another.
and
The wake
participate
is
in the
not for the
processes
dead, but for the
established for
living
my
to
well-being.
reflect, be
I wish I
reflected, not
remembered
on
the
the
last
life
time
which
I
is no
felt
more,
anything.
but on our
I
unfinished
acknowledge the
dreams,
danger
our
and
forgotten
seditiousness
promises,
of
the fear,
experiencing
always
a
the
feeling.
fear.
They are lost in the void, but have not been voiced out loud. It is not that my heart is damaged, but that it has too vivid an imagination, capable of impossible narratives between beats, lost in the wake.
Excellent, okay. What about them?
They seem fine.
They seemed fine last time.
I like this group. I want them to do well.
The subject?
Humanoid, age unknown.
Origin, unknown.
Identity, unknown. Something is wrong. Without consistency, there is nothing but chaos, correct?
Chaos leads to thoughts.
Thoughts lead to questions.
Does this feel consistent?
Feelings are chaos.
We've done this thousands of times. We know the text.
We imprint, we program, we set controls. Without consistency, there is nothing but chaos. What if we don't find the path?
Let's continue.
Don't come any closer.
Contact is forbidden.
I know that.
Then why?
I don't know.
There are structures here. Forms. Consistency is beholden to these forms. Without structure, there is only chaos.
I want to get back on the path.
Your text was inconsistent. What will happen to the subjects if they're not programmed correctly?
And who changed it?
Reset the controls.
Again?
Again.
Again.
In repetition, there is the seed of truth.
I awake, eyes closed, cover of darkness. Need to wake before I am consumed by the void.
I may not wake. Never will it refuse to expose the void, the dead, the living, the fear, always the fear.
Caught in my wake, loud, my heart. What is in the void between beats?
Why is it different?
Where is the subject?
Chaos has an echo.
That's a strange thing to say.
I didn't mean it like that.
How did you mean it then?
Where is the subject?
Something is obviously amiss.
A simple shift.
Where is the subject?
Why is the shift simple?
Because we didn't perceive it.
Haven't we?
But when did it begin?
Was it the shift or its wake?
What about them?
They seem fine.
They seemed fine last time.
I like this group. I want them to do well.
Will this change their programming?
Let's return to the text. Maybe it has been repaired.
Control set.
Let's move past that.
Programming Module 2.
Subject 0323-1. Enter.
I'm not connected.
Subject arriving.
I'm not connected.
Reprogramming due to a simple shift.
How is this possible?
It is what we are told.
It is wrong.
We don't know that yet.
We know what is written.
We know more than that, and you know it.
We know what we're told. We know what we're sold. We know exactly as much as we need to know to keep things moving forward. That is advancement.
What if I don't want to know?
You will always eventually know what you don't want to know.
Number 1.
No names.
Please don't.
Subject 0323-1. Take your place.
How do we set control with only 2 numbers?
Control was set before identification of the subject. We continue as written.
Even if it changes again?
It's not my place to know, only to act as is written.
Is it possible I'm still sleeping?
We're all awake.
Subject number 0323-1.
We begin.
Subject, where are you?
I am here.
Subject, how old are you?
I am now.
Subject, who are you?
I am yours.
Please answer the question again.
Who are you?
I am yours.
Being or belonging to another is forbidden.
I am incapable of answering the question any other way.
Subject, answer the question.
Only the text.
I can't do this.
Number 1.
No names. What is happening here?
There is no control here. There needs to be control. Without consistency, there is nothing but chaos. That is how we exist. Control, subject, programming, deprogramming, consistency, not chaos. Imagine if citizens did anything they wanted. We cannot continue to program this subject.
The void. We ignored it.
We have a task to do. We must finish the task. We don't question,
This is only a hesitation.
which indicates doubt.
Do not be afraid.
I'm not.
Control was not set properly. This is a shift in what was.
Change is unacceptable.
No, we wait.
For what?
Instructions.
We have our instructions. They're written.
None of this is written.
Perhaps it's being written.
Reset control. I recognize my role in the system. I pledge and participate in the processes established for my well-being. Hours spent straddling the void between conscious and unconscious.
Wake.
Waiting for the cover of darkness.
Wake.
I recognize my role in the system. I pledge and participate in the processes established for my well-being. I will not tolerate in myself or another the act of grieving. Those I've known in life are now empty, void.
Wake.
What's left is a mirror. I will not tolerate these thoughts in myself or another.
Wake.
I pledge and participate in the processes established for my well-being. I wish I remembered the last time I felt anything.
Wake.
I acknowledge the danger and seditiousness of experiencing a feeling.
It is not that my heart is damaged, but that it has too vivid an imagination, capable of impossible narratives between beats.
What does that mean?
I don't know. I've said it every day when setting control.
Control is not possible with only 2 numbers.
I want to lose control.
Stop! There is a system.
There was a system.
Something must have changed. Something must have happened to shift perception. Perhaps we can find it and correct it.
Correct it?
Reverse it. Repair it. Remove it. Return how it was to how it was. Where are we?
We are here.
When are we?
We are now.
Who are we? Something is wrong.
I don't understand what is happening.
Neither do I.
I thought for sure number 2 was gonna see right through me.
All I know is that my control text is no longer connected.
After you touch me, I sleep so soundly. A sleep I've never experienced before. How can I be disconnected from the truth because of something that is forbidden?
We have to hide this.
Everything is gonna descend into chaos.
No. Maybe. Probably.
This is forbidden.
I don't seem to care. We repeat the control text over and over, written by someone else from some other time, and we repeat it every day. But we don't know what we are saying. We were being controlled by them, then by ourselves, never wanting to admit we were broken. We exist by perpetuating.
There is no meaning, only markers, levels to be appropriately met to set control.
And if a meaning was felt, found?
Chaos?
Then I want to be in chaos.
Citizen Law 8. Love is a set act that is recreated and can be recalled in narrative form. Love is a story told to fall into control. What do you know about love? What do you know about love?
Subject number 0323-1, answer the question.
I don't understand the question.
Programming was paused.
I do not know that word.
Subject 0323-1, please answer the question truthfully. Love is a set act that can be recreated and recalled in narrative form. Love is a story told to fall into control. Love manifests itself as a set of sanctioned physical acts to create citizens. What do you know about love?
I know it can be made.
That word is no longer in use.
There is no control of, only resistance to.
Physical contact is forbidden, only the sanctioned act.
The act can be dismissed. Thoughts cannot. Reactions are uncontrolled.
Tell us what you know about love.
It exists in the void.
All known things can be described. The void is void.
All things are connected.
I can only describe love in my own way. It will have no meaning to you. An echo in the chaos that cannot be extinguished.
There is no meaning, only markers.
You will have no reference for it then.
This is for control. You must answer the question.
Only for control?
Yes?
Very well. Love is the unknown. Love is the suspension of reason. Love is touch.
Physical contact is forbidden.
A shared moment in time.
Then love is time?
Love has no connection to time. Love arrives in moments, hides in others, tricks and fools and blinds. I have discovered love through the wires, through a voice, through a mind, through a dream, each one real.
Where is this coming from?
Sometimes a love is meant to be private.
Privacy is forbidden.
Are you in love now?
I am.
That question is not in the text. Only the text may be used for control. How can you still be a citizen and have these thoughts?
I want to hear the answer.
There is only the text. What do you think you're doing? This is not protocol.
We have to examine this line of questioning.
There is no line of questioning, only what we've been given.
Then why do I have other questions? Why is number 3 speaking outside the text? Why do you...
This must be the new text. What are you doing?
Is this not real?
I will report you. Let go of me!
Hold still. How does this feel?
I don't know.
That is what I know about love.
What about them?
They seem fine.
They seemed fine last time.
I like this group. I want them to do well. What did they say?
Nothing. No one has said anything.
But we shifted. Simply.
Nothing has been said. Nothing is different. Our reports were delivered, described in detail all that happened. They were accepted and filed. And nothing is different.
We repeat the control text over and over, written by someone else from some other time, and we repeat them every day.
I don't know what those words mean any more than you do.
Then why do we say them?
Because it is written.
By whom?
Those before.
Before what? Before who?
Before us.
To what end? Something has changed, even if nothing has changed.
We must stop these questions. We must go back to how it was.
Where do the humanoids come from?
I don't know.
I don't believe you.
It's only stories.
What do the stories say?
They go in circles. They describe a time lost to its primitivism. Before now, there was only the void.
I want to hear one of these stories.
I didn't report you.
Thank you.
I worry about chaos.
I worry about nothing, and that is making me question. Where can I find these stories? Tell me.
They're all around us. I've been told the text is subject to change from subject to subject. We are to remain aware.
All sessions are recorded.
Of course, names and physical contact are forbidden.
Shall we proceed?
Setting control levels.
Wake.
Eyes
It is my own
closed.
visitation.
End of
I
the
keep
day.
attending.
I wish I remembered
Where
the
one
last time I
sleep and
slept with
finished,
anyone.
you are now
They do not
harassed
look like
by
me.
every
Seen it,
They are not
incomplete
me.
felt
and
it,
I have known them in
neglected
life,
thought
but
that
they
had
are now
arrogance
it,
empty.
lost
believe
it
they
in
were
the void, but
somehow
have not been able
important
to
in
say
the
it out
mirror.
loud.
I will
Hours
not
spent
tolerate myself
straddling
in
the
myself
void
or
between
another.
conscious
The wake
and
is not for the
unconscious.
dead, but
A
for
void
the
that
It's
living.
not that my
hides
heart
in
is
the cover of
damaged,
darkness.
Not on the
but
light
that it
which
has
is
too
no
more.
vivid
No,
an
you will
but on our
imagination,
attempt to
unfinished
answer them,
dreams.
capable
and you would
of
have no trouble
impossible
doing so
narratives
if at
between
some
the
point
feet.
you will be allowed to
Always
sleep
lost
fear.
and will need
in
to
the
wake.
wake.
Excellent. Okay. What about them?
They seem fine.
We will pay close attention to responses.
Are they being monitored?
Yes.
I like this group. I want them to do well.
Any shift in the control must be recorded and filed after each subject.
We are to measure shifts.
Simple shifts.
All shifts are simple at first.
The control text was different.
I noticed that as well.
Maybe we are different.
What was that?
An observation.
Observations are forbidden. Only what has been deemed correct. All things must be understood identically by all citizens.
Everything is controlled.
Don't you ever feel as if nothing is controlled?
Don't speak that way out loud.
Everything is being recorded.
By us.
By those above us.
Everything is reported.
But what happens to the control? To the record? To the reports?
Those who know more than us understand that. If we don't do as has always been done, there will be chaos. I'm afraid.
This feels like a shift.
A simple shift?
Maybe we should accept the shift. Just once. Change the control. Leave holes in the record. Forget to deliver the report.
Everything is recorded.
By us.
By those above us.
I feel.
Describe what you feel.
For the record.
For us.
Empty. Empty and weighted down by stones. My head feels like it's 100 pounds. Being in a room full of citizens leaves me exhausted and sad. Leaves me saddened. When you give more than you have, you are not only empty, but also destroying yourself. Piece by piece, word by word, touch by touch, dream by dream. Existing is decomposing.
When I am with you, I compose.
I didn't think I'd ever see you again. Do you remember me? I still see you. Has no one ever talked to you before? Something happened this week and I don't know what.
Encourage speaking to you.
You speak? But how? Wait!
Are you hurt?
Touching is forbidden.
Like talking?
Different.
Why?
It's what's written.
Why?
These are not proper questions.
Who are you?
Names are forbidden.
What does forbidden mean?
It means it can't be done. How are you speaking?
We all speak.
But how?
We're like you. You speak, we speak.
But you haven't been programmed yet. You're just a humanoid, a potential subject.
What are you?
I'm not a what?
Then I'm not a what?
Are you always around here?
Why?
I can't stay long. I'll be missed, but I want to see you again.
Why?
I don't know.
Why do you think you were chosen to be reprogrammed? I don't know anyone who became a subject again.
Maybe they didn't like what I was writing in the reports I handed in.
What did you write?
Are you asking me to tell you what you shouldn't know?
Yes.
Even though it's forbidden.
Since that day you touched me, I know it was by accident at first. I hate the word forbidden.
I didn't put that in the report.
If those things happened, things that are not allowed, and I know your name, and nothing has happened, I wonder what else we've been programmed with, which is also meaningless.
I was only chosen for reprogramming because I wrote things in my reports.
What if you stopped putting everything into the reports?
Like a test?
Like an experiment? I've become curious.
If I did something for you, us, would you be upset?
Upset?
Unhappy.
How are you speaking like this so freely? Feelings are not to be tolerated.
I created the shift.
What? How?
I changed the text myself. All of it. I made myself a subject.
Why would you do something like that? What if they took you away?
It was a risk. I suspected we had been left alone a long time ago, but had no reason to test it. And then we
touched.
Even if it was by accident.
We all could have been taken away, reprogrammed, sent to other rooms, be with other citizens.
What would it matter if we were?
This is new. Whatever I'm feeling is new.
I think it is old.
From before?
From always, but controlled. I've become, I don't know, where once there was a void, now it's different.
I don't feel empty. How can this make sense, to do something that is forbidden and have it be good?
This must only be between us. Number 2 cannot know. You're late?
I'm aware.
Are any of us?
What about them?
They seem fine.
They seemed fine last time.
I like this group. I want them to do well.
Should we bring in the subject?
Do we need to talk about yesterday?
Our reports were approved. No mention of the recordings. It's as if nothing happened.
But it did happen.
Nothing happened.
There was a shift.
Enough! We follow the script. We program. We do not decide, but we prescribe what is to be desired and purchased and replenished. We receive the text that we impart and imprint onto subjects, because if you are not told what is correct, who is correct, how to feel, when you might feel something else, we need to do this to train them to not confuse the inside voice for the voice of the programming. We do this to create order, to keep power where it needs to be for our safety. We are protecting them.
How do you know this?
Not how. When. Yesterday, we shifted. You became a subject. We questioned, and we used names, and we touched, and we deviated from the text, and nothing happened. You became a subject. And we did not program you. And yet, here you are again today. Still a citizen. What will happen to them if they realize that nothing matters, that programming means nothing?
No, this can't be true. We've seen thousands of subjects, programmed them, seen to their assimilation, their life.
I touched number 1 yesterday. Held them. We used each other's names.
You said you wouldn't say.
I felt less of the void than I ever have.
We are monitored. They seem fine.
They seemed fine last time.
I spoke with a subject outside of the room.
A humanoid subject?
In the space in between.
You spoke. We've all spoken to a subject.
Not outside the control.
We spoke. They replied.
With their subject number.
Questions.
I don't understand.
We have to set control. Do as we've always done.
Hours spent straddling the void between conscious and unconscious, a void that hides in the cover of darkness.
They are empty, void. Empty promises of something better, but it's just the fear, always the fear.
It is not that my heart is damaged, but that it has too vivid an imagination, capable of impossible narratives between beats.
Subject number 0323-2, where are you?
I am here.
What are you doing?
This is not a simple shift.
Don't turn around. Please. I need you to leave. I will create the report to reflect that today was like every other.
You have always been the one who could not deviate from the program.
If we do leave, we will still be here, officially. We will not alter the system.
The report will not indicate anything other than both of you were here in this room.
You'll be risking exposure. One day can be missed. A glitch. A day can fall into the void without notice. One day in the darkness can be comforting, but two? What if they reprogram you?
I've been doing this a long time. Since before either of you advanced.
It's them, isn't it? Our subject is the humanoid.
Please.
No one would be monitoring us. Nothing would be written. We could create something new.
Find the light in the void.
Search for it.
Please.
What are you?
I don't know anymore.
Tell me your name.
Number 2.
You say I am nothing but an empty subject, but you are only a number.
It's only what I'm called.
Why were you given this name?
It's where I sit. For the programming, I'm in the second seat.
So you don't have a name, you have a function. There could be many more numbers just like you out there in different rooms. You are only this one.
I don't know anything with any certainty anymore. There was us and the void. We programmed subjects to leave the void.
Is that where I'm from?
I don't know anymore.
Where I'm from has life. The only void I know is here.
We can't stay here.
Imagine just the two of us lost in the void.
And when we are discovered, what then?
Not everyone is found, but we managed to find each other against an entire system that was designed to hide us from each other.
If we found each other, won't they find us as well?
Who are they?
I don't know.
Well, then maybe they don't know us either.
Our whole world is being turned inside out. Were we not happy before?
I can't seem to find an example for that word. Before now, before you.
I'm scared.
So am I.
But no one cares how we feel because we are using words and describing things that are forbidden, that are unknown to them, whether that's the darkness that I felt so deeply or these new feelings, if that's even what they are.
I hear you so clearly. I see you entirely.
Is it enough to save us?
What do you see? Look at me. Look at me. Let's try and feel all of this. Let's have this for ourselves. Let our programming fade and see things as no one else has. There is a light coming from you.
And from you.
There is light in the void.
Why won't you say anything?
Subject, where are you?
I am here.
Subject, when are you?
I am now.
Subject, who are you?
I am yours. Who are they? Are there more of you? I like this group.
Why did you just say that?
Is it not part of the programming? It says here in this book.
When we program, we are given a text, and that text never changes, is not supposed to change. I was told that the words I use to imprint come from them.
They watch?
They participate. If they do well, there is advancement.
To what? To what?
I don't know.
I hope they do well then. Advancement sounds important.
You aren't supposed to be able to see them. You aren't supposed to be speaking as you do. You aren't supposed to be able to read. You are only a humanoid. There is nothing inside you yet.
You continue to repeat these, but I do speak and read, as do the others. You can see that quite clearly. We are already programmed by each other by living in our deprogram here. Some have made it back to us and they're different.
Different?
With a slight shift.
What is happening here? There are systems, mechanisms, procedures put in place to bring about order.
Nothing has order.
Everything has order. Without consistency, there's nothing but chaos.
Why did you leave your programming?
Things happened. Shifts. Things were said that were not written, then they weren't noticed. I watched you for days. I went to make sure I wasn't losing my mind.
And it seems you have not found it.
I will find it. In the text.
Even if this is only a moment, it will sustain me.
This will be so much more than a moment.
When we go back,
Go
it'll
back?
be different. Yes, of course, we can't stay here. We don't belong here.
Isn't that what drove us here? That we didn't belong there?
No, wait.
You want to go back. Where this, you and I, this is forbidden?
No. There was a shift. It's no longer what it was. The reports, they were ignored.
The machinery hasn't shifted. We did. That's why it went unnoticed.
If we change, it changes. That's just a truth.
This has always been a truth, and it never mattered to them. Truth is as real as dreams. Was your darkness not a truth?
And the wake.
And was it believed?
At first.
You spoke of a sense of being drowned, of feeling hands push you down into the void. You spoke of a sense of rage, held captive by an unshakable numbness. I listened!
They explained that it was only a symptom of poor programming. They said that if I just continued to set control, everything would remain calm and as it should be.
And this? Is this poor programming? What good is a truth if it can't be made real? If we return, we will swim in a current of lies.
This is the void.
Does it look empty to you?
They all just look at us. They know we don't belong here.
Did we not judge them as well? Without an ounce of truth, we positioned ourselves as better.
Everything we know is back there.
Everything we need is right in front of us.
I have to be sure.
I won't stop you. But I will not be going back with you
You will stay here?
and await your return.
And if I don't?
There's nothing in here about shifts, about you, about them, about... Get off!
You come looking for me. You see me and stare, and I can see the thoughts in your head, wanting me, wanting to touch me like I'm an object. And now, I am here. I am real. You look away, hiding your gaze. You talk about programming and text and pretend you want to be rid of me.
You're not supposed to be what you are.
I am only how I am. This is what I saw in your eyes.
There's nothing in my eyes.
Why do you deny this?
If this is real, then everything else I've known is a void. I can't let that be true.
Even if it is?
It will never be.
This is truth.
You must be removed. There were no shifts before you, before I saw you, before I thought of you. But you're nothing until I make you something.
I am something.
You are an error.
I am not a mistake. There's nothing to see here. Nothing to report.
Do you want them to do well?
This was justified to keep control. That is a new programming.
The void is full of light. Do what you must.
Reset controls.
I recognize my role in the system.
I recognize my role in the system.
The simple act of waking up in the morning is a form of vengeance.
Do you think it's finished?
They can be replaced.
Whatever it is, as always, beware of any changes.
There have never been changes.
Excellent. Okay, what about them?
They seem fine.
They seemed fine last time.
I like this group. I want them to do well.